I don't know how many of you have like really watched my Tower of Guns series. What do I want to play as? Actually, I know exactly what I want to do here. We're just going to do the most powerful series that I possibly could. All right. So, I was talking about Magicite, and the developer hasn't quite abandoned it. However, he started making a new game recently, and it's taking up 90% of his time. So as far as Magicite goes, there's not going to be a whole lot more development going into that game, which makes me really sad, and it's kind of frustrating. I think that might also be the case with Tower of Guns at this point, but at the same time, game came out 1.0 release, and I feel like it was a very successful release, so I don't feel particularly bad about it. But I also really like this game, especially when like I want to talk about a topic for a while, because I'm so experienced at this game at this point that I can just kind of play and talk and really just have a good time here, unless it's like a really, really risky episode or something. But I figure the 609mm hand cannon is a pretty solid run for being casual tonight. But, no, let's see. Oh yeah, let's see. Dargona has mentioned actually a couple of things that I want to talk about. First and foremost is Path of Exile, and so Path of Exile is a game that I would actually very much enjoy playing. All right, that one's not actually passed through. It's actually a fun game to play. I think I will try playing it. The one problem I have with it is I'm not entirely sure how Path of Exile handles multiplayer and bandwidth and stuff. If like the person whose zone it is the one whose like bandwidth matters. Because my one concern whenever I'm streaming is I'm not entirely sure if I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to be able to play it without running into bandwidth issues. And that is a concern with really any online game. I tried with Grav, but that's not a good example. But I would love to play it. Really, all sorts of online games. Path of Exile is one of them. I think my one thing with Path of Exile, as far as like playing and streaming it, is I get the feeling I'm going to do a Path of Exile stream with people. Like that is going to be either one that I do with fans or with my YouTube buddies, who I've never actually streamed with, come to think of. And I feel, well, okay, no, I've done some Isaac versus. I guess that's the one situation. Alright. Yeah. Well, my concern is that, you know, the small lag from the online servers is going to get even more substantial when I'm streaming, because my bandwidth is just up to the point where I think I can stream like 1080p, but if I'm doing like an online game, it might or might not it might not be possible for me to play online games like this. And I might actually just go stream a little bit of Robocraft after this, or some equally, you know, viable online game, just to see how much the delay is. Because if it turns out it's not that much, then I don't have much to worry about. But it is something that I would like to... it's something I would like to test before I, like, really commit to, say, playing a couple hours of Path of Exile. But I do actually... Wow, I still duck. For those of you that don't know, I will actually duck while playing this game if something's coming at my face, just because, I don't know, first-person shooter. I also like this bullet, this gun, because I can slow my falls. That is nice. But, yeah, I would enjoy doing some Path of Exile stream. I'd enjoy doing a lot of streams, really. Oh, man, I was really hoping I could get that. But I'm trying to stay largely with single-player games, just because I know I can do those. But, you know, it's something I should probably branch out to. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that cash. I don't think I got the jumps for it. I can do it. All I have to do is be smart about it. There we go. That wasn't so hard. And there's nothing over here, right? Right. Alright, but yeah, I'm kind of hoping as time goes on, especially with like me and doing YouTube and Twitch streaming and stuff, is that I would love to do, like, have the potential to do a lot of things. And so, it was, one of the reasons why, oh, this is going to be a pain in the ass. One of the reasons why I specifically picked Tower of Guns tonight, whatever, as far as streams goes, because I don't record it for YouTube that much anymore, just because, you know, after 111 episodes, you really do kind of run... I'm going to run out of health here. I'm looking out here a little bit, actually. Wow. Alright, and we get the Seeker mod. Perfect. Seeker mod is actually really good on this gun. But, oh, I left money behind? No, not the end of the world. Money is one of the few things in this game that you really don't need that much of. So, Dargona mentioned that I've been growing as a YouTuber fairly quickly. And there are YouTubers that have grown a hell of a lot faster than me. Specifically one of my buddies, Blitzkriegsler, who some of you may or may not know, kind of depending on what indie games you're into. Hello, extra jumps. Should have enough cash for it, too. Hopefully. I'm betting on it. At least as far as this room goes. If it's because I didn't get that money, I'm going to be kind of sad. But, so Blitzkriegsler went... Blitzkriegsler has actually been YouTubing just as long as I have. And he's got like 25,000 subs at this point. It's nuts. And makes me a little bit sad. Yep, I'm not going to be able to afford the extra jumps. Wait, yeah, I am. I apparently had 61. The problem is my money counter is right behind my FPS counter, so I can't actually see. But so, you know, Blitzkriegsler has been doing this just as long as me, and he's 20 times larger than me, which is insane, and, you know, props to him. And I'm only just learning what I did wrong. Okay, Seeker is not working out well for me right now, but, I'm just learning now what I technically could have done better. It's not what I did wrong, though there were a number of things that I did wrong when starting YouTube. But I'm just learning now how to, like, maximize growth and crazy stuff like that, and seriously, the math behind, like, getting good views from regular content on YouTube will drive you insane. Yeah. I've just barely got enough coins. Okay, let's grab this. But, you know, search engine optimization is something that I will, like, mention from time to time. And, like, that shit is way more important than I ever imagined, and it's bonkers, but, let's just avoid these guys. Everything explodes. This is by, like, the 609mm hand cannon. It makes me happy. Especially because we're going to be able to get it up to level 5, potentially, by the time we're done with this floor. That's some explodey bullshit following me around. But, you know what? I'm about to get up to 1,000 subs. I'll probably be to 1,000 subs by the end of the weekend. Kind of depends on how things go. Depends on... Let's see. What do we got over here? Oh wait, I've got to jump. I'm gonna take a little bit of lava damage here, but it's probably worth it. Yeah, especially because there's health. Big health pickup, and there we go. Alright. Yeah, I know Splattercat. I've spoken to him a couple of times. Actually, one of the interesting things is, I've mentioned this a little bit, but, so I'm a moderator at the Let's Play subreddit on Reddit. And so I actually have interacted with a huge amount of YouTubers. Generally not in a whole lot of personal settings, but it's got some, like, neat perks of talking to people. But so I've, like, talked to Splattercat, and the dude is just very negative about online communities. It's very interesting. Which is kind of a shame, because one of my buddies that I collab with frequently, Sebastian SB, actually lives, what, maybe a good 20 miles from the dude? And it's kind of like, if you live 20 miles from a YouTuber that did largely the same content as you, it would feel kind of bad if you couldn't actually, like, meet up with them. And, like, originally Spider-Cat wasn't even that much larger than the guy. He was just not interested in collaborations at all for quite a while. It was weird, but you know what? To each their own. It's just kind of a shame because both of them are archaeology majors. Or is it geology? I don't actually remember. I don't have enough money for that. But yeah, so, like, Blitzkriegsler grew, like, super fast. And now, let's see. Now, I don't actually know about Blitz growing. I have no idea. I haven't really paid attention. I'm not going to be able to afford either of these. That sucks. Because that's a might pickup. Alright, well, I've got armor and I've got an extra jump, which are both equally quite good. And, you know, all things considered, I'm not going to be able to afford this either. Oh, well, not something I care about. And this room is no longer broken. Okay, it's geology. But, yeah, let's go back. 3 shops I can't afford. Nuts. No, well, I wouldn't be able to afford it had I gotten that money or not. Let's just keep going. Yeah, love that might pick up, but there's no way I'm going to be able to get to it. And just having the extra jump is good enough for me. But, yeah, so I'm about to hit 1,000 subs by the end of this weekend, which means I actually need to think of some kind of, like, fan event to do. And I'm not sure what to do about that. I've never actually done really any kind of milestone. This is some kind of something. Oh, please don't hit me while I go up this elevator of doom. Okay, there we go. But, so I'm trying to think of... holy shit, this is quite the place. I mean, I'm trying to think of, like, a thing to do, and I think what I'd probably end up doing is just doing, like, a live Q&A session, or whatever. Okay, avoid the bullets. How the hell did I not get hit by that? No idea. Maybe a live Q&A session, maybe, like, a lengthy, full day stream or something. Because currently I only stream at the very, very wee hours in the morning. Oh, you know what? That's why we're not moving upwards very fast. It's because I'm shooting. Alright. But, that would be brilliant. I'm hoping that my, like, growth. Okay. Terror is real. I'm really hoping my growth can stay fairly consistent over the course of the next year, because if I could be up to, like, 10, 20,000 subs by the end of the year, that actually put me very close to the point where I could go full-time with this. And I know to a lot of people, a YouTuber going full-time or not doesn't seem super impactful, but, like, the moment one can go full-time is pretty much the moment their content starts really taking off. I've noticed a lot of YouTubers, like, the moment they can really devote all of their time and energy into YouTubing is really the moment that their channel starts, like, going up into the 10s, 20s, you know, hundreds of thousands. And, of course, there's no guarantee that you will ever get that far. But it is one of those where it's kind of like the pipe dream over the course of the next year. Or a year or two. I don't know, it really depends on my growth to make it. But, I mean, here's hoping, as always. But, yeah. I guess the other thing is just, I don't know, be cool. Especially because I would really also like to focus on indie game development, and until I have, like, some kind of income, it's going to be hard to do that. And if I was just full-time YouTubing, well, then I can just merge the two and screw it. Why not? That'd be fun. But, you know what? Pipe dreams are pipe dreams, and you still have to do everything else. This is a fairly successful foundry. Not as much stuff as I'd like, and technically, oh, hey, Amoeba bot, this is going to be easy. And, like, technically, I could actually go out of my way to ghost back and get some stuff, but that would be dishonest and dumb. But, wow, he just exploded. Well, we know what we're doing. Sorry, Seeker, you're just not nearly as interesting as Spread Shot, which, unfortunately, I think only gives me, what, 3 bullets? Could be worse. Yeah, I'd love to make a game, and I've actually made games before. I worked for a game design studio. It just, I mean, they're freaking Nickelodeon games. They truly don't count. Anyway, but yeah, I would love to do indie game development. I'm working on a side project right now that I will probably show off and talk about once I actually have a playable copy, instead of me just wiggling my mouse at art assets. But, like, the game I want to make is another roguelike. Go figure. And, I mean, it's like the only thing I do on my YouTube channel, save for collaborative stuff. And I want to make it. Yeah, I made it. There's some cash over there that I want to get. And also it makes it a lot easier to kill all these things. Beautiful. I really love Spread Shot on this gun. I really wish it would Spread Shot more than it does, but it doesn't, and so, oh well. No big deal. But, yeah, I want to make a turn-based roguelike, actually. One, because my animation skills aren't great, and because I'm going to have to do a lot of the art by myself, and so it'd be a lot easier. Well, okay, no, correction. I want to make multiple different types of roguelikes, but the main one that I'm actually in the process of working on is a turn-based one. But my hope is to make, like, a turn-based roguelike that kind of follows more of an XCOM style of combat, instead of, like, instead of dread more. So, like, tactical movement, abilities, management, that kind of stuff. I think it would be kind of fun, and there aren't a whole lot of games that use that specific type of system. That said, it's a long way to develop any kind of game, so it's going to be a while before I show that stuff off. And I was actually kind of refraining from even trying to talk about it, because I knew I'm not going to be able to display anything for quite a while on that one. Anyway, oh, apparently you can make it up there. Let's see. I got it! Didn't get anything else, but either way. Okay. But I think the game's gonna end up being made in Unity, probably. More armor, wow! But it's in the conceptual stage. Technically, I'm making, I'm in the process of making characters and environment tiles and stuff, but it is barely, it's not even functional, it's not playable. You can open the game, but there's no game. That's all it is. And we're not even sure, like, what we're gonna be making it in, if it's going to be fully 2D, fully 3D, what that's gonna go for. It's truly a hobby project that's probably gonna take quite a while. Until, you know, unless something specifically changes in my life, for whatever reason. And we get a speed up. Yeah, we're gonna need one of those anyway. But, I have not tried Dungeon Crawl Soup, actually. Don't even know what it's about. But let's see. Comments are asking about if I've played that one. Nope. I've heard about it. I'm not sure what to do with it. But, oh. Apparently Dungeon Crawl Soup is an exe file that leads to nothing. But, yeah. The one problem I have with doing fully 2D is after a certain point you can't customize the models as quickly, sort of. I don't know. It kind of depends. It's also a little bit easier for me to animate 3D than 2D. Even though I have more 2D animation experience. It's just, I don't know. Also, 3D is a really good thing to learn, especially if I want to do some other stuff. I don't know. Again, I'm not even, like, in a remotely... Hello, Blue EXP++. Don't even need it. But, I'm in the, like, truly very early conceptual stages and, like, working stuff out. I'm just building a basic dungeon right now, and we'll see what happens. So, truly do not expect much from me on the front of game design. Let's see. What do we got over here? Crazy guns at the end. Well, we know what to do about that. Just avoid and blast them. Because once we get the bottom cleared out, then we're all good. Yeah. Shit, everything exploded while I was down here. Now, you don't do that. We got some triples. Jesus Christ, that is a lot of bomb bots up there. Let's see if I can blast some of them, just so they... I'm not gonna be able to get that cash. Nuts. Then again, probably don't need it. 196 gold? We'll see. Either way. Regular spin bot. You know what? Oh, I know what I missed. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get it. Nuts. Oh well, not the end of the world. And we still have a shit ton of bomb bots hanging out there. Let's take out the tanks, first and foremost. But, yeah. Indie game design is definitely something I want to do. I want to make roguelikes. There aren't a whole lot of other games that capture me as well. Like the other one I want to make at some point is a platformer roguelike. But that's, like, even further down, because that's going to require a lot more programming finesse than I have access to right now, probably, or at least experience. Because, yeah, I mean, we could totally just go, like, hog wild with it, but for what I want to do, it's not possible. Because there aren't a whole lot of, like, really, like, calculated platformer roguelikes. Like, Vagante is damn close, as far as I'm concerned, but there isn't one yet that really has the whole, like, block, dodge roll, methodical, really the Dark Souls style of combat down. And despite the fact that I'm kind of shitty at Dark Souls, I really prefer that method of, like, action combat where you're, like, dodging, blocking, all that kind of stuff. And I'm really hoping that either A, I make something like that, or B, somebody else makes something like that so I can enjoy. Oh, and looks like Legit is going to bed. Good night, Legit. Come on, you guys die. The one problem is spread shot does actually make it a lot harder for me to shoot these things. No, not the end of the world. But, cash and a lot of bomb bots. I really wish they'd actually come down and say hi to me, instead of just hanging out up there, where they're harder to hit. At least once the chain reaction starts going, they're fairly easy to take down. Alright, now let's grab the money, because that's the only thing we need. Alright, money get. A little bit more money. Made it up here. Wow. It was so much harder the first time around. Alright, well, either way. Let's keep going around. And we still have 2 more of these guys. Kind of worried about the boss. Haven't gotten a whole lot of loot here, which is a shame. Oh yeah, that's actually another game. Unepic. I have yet to play Unepic. It's one of those that Keith and I have passed around as far as like playing and doing a collaboration for. But like, me collaborating with Keith has become progressively harder as of late just because of apparently time issues. I don't even know. I just feel like the guy's been focusing on his solo stuff really hard lately and has been ignoring his collaborations, which makes me a little bit sad, but yeah. Let's see, wow, I am floaty as shit now. Oh well, could be worse. Hopefully I can get some more speed ups just to counteract the kickback. Not the end of the world, and now I'm fairly wealthy. Let me guess. Oh, it's Doomball. I was expecting Chomps a lot. Turns out I'm wrong. Luckily, Doomball is, like, wicked easy with this gun and the extra jumps that I've got going on, because those missiles ain't gonna hit me. All I have to do is, well, I've now actually caught up to him, which is not what we want. We want to be in front of him. Death and destruction. But, let's see. Taking some damage here. Not much, though. I guess if I can just predict it to a degree. See if I can take out the cannons. Yeah, there we go. The problem is I move a little bit faster than... Nope, never mind. Doomball moves faster than me now. This is problems. I don't actually remember Doomball being this fast. Holy shit, that's a lot of missiles. Oh well. He's at my mercy anyway. And we're golden. What do we get? 4 troubles. Twerp Totem. Could be worse. Could be better. And what do we get? Nothing really that useful. Okay. But yeah, I would love to make all sorts of games, pretty much on my own volition, but that is a pipe dream for later. And truly, I think I personally aspire slightly more to be a YouTuber than an indie developer. Hey, Hugbot Alley. Weird. Getting shit stuck in the back of my throat. It sucks. Cause it's ugh. Okay, remember where the secret area is. I think it's at the side of one of these. Oh, and I'm stuck. I think it's like on the other side of this pillar. Over here. Right, in this hole. Okay, and there are no Hugbots hanging out down here. So I should be able to reach it. Yeah, here we go. And we get more cash. Perfect. But yeah, on some level, I would really like to be... yeah, if you've never seen Hugbot Alley, this place has got to be pretty nuts for you. I had a mental breakdown the first time I ever came in here. Yeah, it was mostly faked, but still. And we've also got this. Mental breakdown also resulted in the death of many, many Hugbots. Luckily, I really don't need to kill the Hugbots here, because it really wrecks your difficulty scaling. But yeah, I think on some level I'd also prefer to be a YouTuber first before being a an indie developer, but that's really just because I feel like as a YouTuber I would have a lot more opportunities afforded to me and a lot more flexibility, which would be kind of nice. But either way, let's see. Let's see, Captain's Belt versus Twerp Totem. Captain's Belt. Let's see, if you want to see a game that I worked on, look up, oh shoot. I can go find, something about Monster. I honestly kind of forget, what games I worked on, because I was really passed around on a bunch of, like, basic products, but, suffice to say, 90% of what I worked on, if you want to see a game I worked on, Google Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutation Station. I made the entire user interface for that game. That is what I worked on, and that was actually that was my favorite project while I worked there, as well as my only project I really enjoyed working on there. And unfortunately, it was like the first project I worked on. But yeah, if you want to see a game that I worked on, that was one of them. The rest of them I'm not particularly proud of, and I'd prefer not to send people towards. Though, holy crap. There is something terrified terrifying over this direction. So let's actually take the express elevator over to these guys and hang out. Perfect. Let's just hope there's nobody around here to murder me while I'm doing so. Alright, looks like I'm pretty safe. Okay. That was terrifying for just a second. Unfortunately, this specific room has, like, 0 useful bits of loot, which is kind of a shame. Yeah, I really wish you could have multiple augments on your gun. I kind of wish, like, there were a lot of weirder... Oh. Spin bots have found me. I really wish there were a lot more, like, weird things you could do in this game. Like, as much as I like it, one of the reasons why I stopped playing it so much was I had run out of new things to find. I think there are a couple of things left, but I've largely found everything. And this is kind of why I prioritize stuff like Vagante, which is just blisteringly difficult, but I think we'll run into the same issue eventually. And specifically Binding of Isaac, and I know I don't get as much like viewership on Binding of Isaac. Oh, there's homing purple crap launchers over here. But I just feel like those games have a little bit more newness to them, go figure, and they also have the just more variety, which is nice. Like, I really wish Tower of Guns had a Risk of Rain style item system. If it did, I would be really happy, because as it stands, most of the items are purely just, well, not worth it. Or what even hit me there? Oh, it was probably just more homing purple crap. Where's the blue stuff? There's the blue stuff. Max myself back out. And we've got one more of those cannons. I'm rambling. And I get off topic here. Oh, this pillar's gonna protect my approach. Perfect. Did that take it out? Nope. I think I missed. Oh, please kill it before I take damage here. Beautiful. And I highly doubt I'm going to be able to make it to the top here. But I've got enough kickback that I can probably give it a couple of attempts. If I had like 3 jumps with the amount of jump height I've got going for me, it would be very doable. But I will try it anyway. Let's see. Oh, missed that one and did not abate my... That did not abate my my momentum. So, Soliam is suggesting that I play Hearthstone or League of Legends to gain a larger following, and I've actually considered that to a small degree. How the deuce am I supposed to get up here? I'm pretty much close to the top. I'm pretty much at the top. Alright, so I think if I... There we go. There's one secret. And then the other one's going to be a bit of a pain to get to. Got it. And... okay. I can make this. Please have a cool thing for me. Wow, that was not worth it getting all the way up here. But that is cool. But, yeah, so Soliam is... What the? Twerps! Okay. So Soliam's suggesting that I play League of Legends or Hearthstone to get more followers. And the problem I have with playing those is, A, I'm not particularly good at either. I especially actually hate League of Legends for a lot of reasons. Not because it's a particularly bad game. Wow, I beat my bullets down. That was a lot of twerps. Like, it's not a bad game at all. It's just, I really dislike online communities in a lot of cases. Like, one of the reasons why I like roguelikes so much and YouTubing roguelikes is because a lot of people that play it are very, very popular. Or not very popular, very, I don't know, mature? I feel like I'm tooting my own horn here. But, there's very little negativity associated with the games that I play thus far. Whereas I actually used to play the original Dota, excessively with my little brother, because my little brother is really good at MOBAs, and competitive games just in general. So I played a lot of the original Dota with him, and just the community got so toxic after a while, and like the cheating and the just, it was just not fun being around people. So I do actually play League of Legends. Problem is, I only play League of Legends against bots, because you know what? Bots will not yell at you. And your teammates will not yell at you if you're doing poorly, or you screw up, or you didn't help them, or whatever. Whereas when I'm playing multiplayer with or against people, there's just too much whining, too much negativity. Like, I actually really enjoy reading the League of Legends subreddit, not because I specifically, you know, am particularly interested in the game, but because I actually really enjoy hearing when, like, some particularly toxic person has gotten banned and is then complaining about it. But, yeah, it's just the fact that nobody's happy after a certain point in playing that game, and it doesn't jive well with me. I would much rather play a really positive type game. So, like, I'm terrible at Titanfall. Is there okay, no, there's just stuff half in, half out. But I was playing Titanfall for a while, and like, the remaining people that play Titanfall at this point are actually pretty positive. Way better than me, but really positive. And so that was something that I appreciated, because it's not that I want to be a huge YouTuber or Twitch streamer fast. It's that I want to be decently sized, playing the games that I like, and not surrounding myself with people that I quite honestly will probably dislike very quickly. Which is a shame to say, but it's, I don't know, until online communities kind of fix their whole toxic thing when it comes to competitive gaming, it's not going to appeal to me as much as, like, more small-time casual type play. Alright, okay, this is a little bit fast. There we go. But yeah, I just want to be, I want to play games and have fun. I don't want to deal with people yelling or being a jerk. Is that it? No, that's not it. No, it's not. It's somewhere around here. Fortunately, I don't actually know where the secret area is. Wait, is it closed off? Is that what I'm seeing here? Yeah, the secret area is closed off for once. Weird. I've never seen that before. That is very confusing. Alright, gonna take a little bit of damage here, but no big deal. Plenty of health pickups anyway. But yeah, I've never seen the secret area closed off like that. Weird. Okay. But, oh, more money. More money, less problems. More money, more problems, really. But whatever. Who cares? But, I don't know. I will play Hearthstone at some point. I think my problem is I'm also just kind of bad at trading card games because I'm not willing to put money into them. And, unless, like, I specifically... Holy balls, this is quite a lot of spam. I'm glad I have Spreadshot right now. I'm also glad I've got enough kickback to prevent myself from taking falling damage. Jesus Christ, the audio effects in this room are atrocious. Let's stop time for a second. Oh, right. I forgot. It also stops me from shooting. That sucks. Forgot about that. I totally need that money, but at this point, you know, I had no money earlier, so it feels weird to me to, you know, just not pick up the money. Especially because this is the only thing I even have a reason to pick up anymore. Except for, I guess, upgrades, but still. Also, loving the fact that I have so many armor pickups thus far, because I am just not taking damage. I take more damage from falling damage than anything else in this game. But, yeah, I don't know. Would love to play Hearthstone at some point. I just don't have the time to dedicate to farming up the cards and, like, doing the arena and stuff. Someday. Definitely someday. But either way. Okay. Let's see, I'm trying to pay attention to Twitch chat while dodge bullets. It's a lot harder than one would think. I can't imagine how, like, Call of Duty streamers or League of Legends streamers can pay attention to their audience while playing. It's gotta be rough. Let's actually pop ourselves up here and take these guys out this way. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to, that's a lot of bombs and stuff. Alright, you know what, let's take the, okay. Now, oh, I see. So, Dargona has apparently taken a look at my Mutation Station game. I'll be quite honest, I have no bearing on that studio anymore, and they did actually mess with things afterwards, because they were quote-unquote needed to make changes because I guess they had better ideas than I did. They probably did. I was very junior at the time when I made that. But, so I'm not completely at fault for, like, all of those issues. So apparently, oh, yeah, I actually didn't implement the UI. I just designed it. So for the case of, like, UI getting screwed up, it's probably a programmer error more than my own error. But either way, and yeah, I have nothing to do with the animations. I just purely built the UI on that one. Wow, having to disclaimer my work. Now that was the first game UI I ever made, and they gave us 2 weeks to make that entire game. And they're like, it has to be like really good, and it's like, you gave us 2 weeks. And mind you, I started halfway through, so that was quite the project. Alright, I'm having trouble hitting that thing. Spread shot is not working out in my favor today. At the very least, it does actually do a very good job of just taking out all of the tower segments, or turret segments, which is kind of nice. But yeah, no. That studio also did like 0 QA, or at least it did 0 dedicated QA. My entire job was just fixing problems, apart from the small amount of UI design I did there. Ugh. Yeah, memories from a workplace I did not like working at. Mines, fuck that shit. Not worth it at all. And our health is looking really good here. Alright, this is gonna be a good run. Our stuff is looking nice. No more HP pickups. I really hope I can get some more damage. But, To the I was about to say to the Soliam because I was looking at the Twitch chat and I'm like, well, never mind. That's not exactly. It was. Well, anyway, yeah. To the Sanctum. Hopefully, we can get some good shops in here because we're not doing terribly as far as like pickups go. We're definitely really tough, but 1 or 2 jumps would be welcome. At least we have like some crazy kickback as we move around. That shit is nice. And I guess we're gonna have a 3rd jump just based on going to the final level. The secret level. Whatever. So we got that going for us. And we do actually have a secret in here. So hopefully we'll get some of the ones with the really good secrets. I also need to go back and pay attention to the secrets that I miss here. Because I frequently miss quite a lot of secrets. Oh well. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can pop up here. Got it. And it has HP for me. Great! Just what I needed. Huppa. Huppa when I need the loot. Alright, well, whatever. What's this room got for me? Ah, it's this room. Okay, so this at least can have some nice things. Sometimes. I think the problem is I never ran into any of those good rooms in the Sanctum with, like, all sorts of loot in it. And there's an entire secret area just... Okay. I feel like... Wow. Thanks, game. So... There's not even a shop up there. It's just... the flippin'... It's just more cash. Damn it. Like, this is also one of the things about this game. The RNG can screw you in, like, more game... like, Binding of Isaac, if you're really lucky or, like, you know what you're doing, you can kind of push RNG in your favor. This game, there's nothing you can do when RNG is against you. Alright. Oh. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I finally have the money that I wanted. And, well, the 3 shops that I could have spent money on? Ah, tits, it's this room. Alright. We might not actually win this run. It's gonna be a bit of a toss-up. Oh god, this is gonna suck. Okay. We need to go back. Marty, we gotta go back! Okay, so there's a question about the game I'm making, and that invisible laser guy is going to be a problem. My bullets move too goddamn slowly for me to be able to hit it. Now, yeah, we're probably going to die in this room. Or at the very least get severely injured and not be able to fight the gumball. Which sucks super hard, because yeah, they dodge and shit. my only potential means to victory here is gathering what little I can and going straight past the flamethrowers. Oh god, this sucks really hard. Like, here is truly a run that I've gotten screwed by RNG, because what I need to do, and this is like, this is terrible decision making. All right. Yeah, because I don't even know how much loot I have, but it's definitely not good loot, which is unfortunate. But Deadman Godly Noob is asking about like the game I'm making and like what I'd make it in, and I'm actually gonna make it all in vectors, and it's not going to be like flash animation. And this is part of the reason why I'm thinking like 3D for the. I'm thinking 3D for the actual like characters, but I really enjoy vector environments, and there aren't a whole lot of roguelikes that even use vector artwork in any way, shape, or form. So that's part of what I was thinking of. Yeah, we're gonna lose this run. That's okay though. I might get lucky, but like we're pretty much gonna be stuck on the ground here, and that's not good for us. Well, I'll just keep trying, but yeah, we barely do damage to it. For having the 609mm hand cannon, we don't do much damage here. That's brutal. Yeah, we're already down to our last bar of health. For all of that armor we've got, well, yeah, I'm not even getting comfy. This is just going to be brutal death. Let's see if I can get his shields up and got it. But yeah, if you notice, our health is dropping real fast. There we go. Ah. Hexels. Never heard of a Hexel. Well, either way, that is that for that run. Yeah, we had 3 armor pickups, but no damage bonuses, period. Scatter would have been great if I had gotten that 1 might pickup, or a couple more jumps, but oh well, either way. It was kind of a fun rantisode of Tower of Guns. I should do more of these. They're casual enough that I can talk about topics without, like, getting too distracted. But, well, either way. Guess I'll see you guys in the next episode of Tower of Guns. And as always, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll do better next time. Oh well.